Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the index match function within Excel. And to begin, let's talk a little bit about the index match function and what it essentially does. So this function is similar to the VLOOKUP. So basically what this function does is it'll search a given value in a value set and fetch or retrieve the corresponding information. And to best explain what that means, we're just going to use the function here. All right, so let's say that this list, we're looking for a specific name. And for simplicity, we have a small data set here. Generally, when you're using an index match function or a VLOOKUP, you're searching through huge quantities of data. In this case, I kept our data set small so that we can better understand what this function is actually doing. All right, so let's say that in this list, we're looking for Jared, all right? We want to find Jared within this list of people. And obviously that's pretty easy to find, he's right here. But we want to know the quarter 3, and let's just say that these are salesmen and these are the amount of sales they made, and this could be in thousands or whatever, right? Just arbitrary numbers. And say we want to know how many sales Jared had in quarter 3. So that would be $15. And obviously we can look at that pretty easily. But in a huge data set, it's a little bit more complicated than that, especially when you're trying to find Jared's quarter 3 sales as well as Jack's quarter 3 sales. What we're going to do is do an index function, and it's going to ask for the array. All right, so in this case, our array is going to be C through F. So basically what that's saying is when we find Jared, we want it to be able to display the result from this array or from this data group. So then we're going to do comma, and it's going to ask for a row number. And this is where we're going to do our match function. And our match function is going to ask for a lookup value. So we want to look up Jared, and the lookup array is going to be column B because that's where all the names are placed. And the match type is generally going to be 0 because you want an exact match. All right, and then it's going to ask you for the column number. So out of this array, which column do you want it to display? And we're going to want quarter 3. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3. We're going to want it to display 3. And then we close that off with the parenthesis, and there's our formula. And so basically what this is doing is it's searching for Jared in column B, and when it finds Jared, it's going to go 3 over to quarter 3 and display 15. So if we go ahead and hit enter, it's going to display 15. It works a lot like the VLOOKUP function within Excel, except the index match function provides a little bit more flexibility and is a little bit more of an advanced search function. All right, so you can see how this formula could be super useful when you're trying to search. So if I was looking for Jared, Jack, Phil, and Candace, and we had a group of like 500 names, instead of filtering or finding those names one by one through 500 people, we can just do this function for Jared, Candace, and Jack, or whoever, and find what we're looking for. All right, so that is how the index match function works. If you have a comment, please leave it below. Smash the like button, subscribe. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.